Hello there everyone, this is Brother Birch. In this video I will be introducing our week 7 team activity. Alright, so it says your assignment is to create a simple login page and allow users to sign up with a new username and password. In doing so, you'll use password hashing libraries to keep passwords secret. So first, create a simple database table for users with an ID, username, and password. Okay, we're going to have to Google how to do that. So I just Googled a little bit about Postgres and storing passwords in here, and this looks pretty good. Okay, so you might want to look at something like this. This came from over here, so there's quite a few articles that might help you with that and figuring out how to do that. But first step, create a database with those 3 columns. All right, and making sure that's the correct data type. Create 3 pages described in more detail below: a welcome page, a sign-in page, and a sign-up page. All right, so super typical. If I have a page, a web page, like just the home page of a website, it's very likely that I'll have a login page and a sign up page or links to those pages. So for this project, you'll be creating those 3 pages. Okay. If you want to create additional pages to help in the processing of the submitted values, you may. Okay. And we've done that in previous assignments where we just ended up having a redirect after that logic took place. Here's one example from week 6, our week 6 team activity. From the index page, once they submitted this, it went over to our insert topic.php, which just has a bunch of PHP, making that change in the database, and then it forwards it over to our show topics.php page, which actually looks more like an HTML page, okay, just with some PHP in it. So, we use this entire page just for the logic, the PHP processing, and database stuff, and then we just use this header to push it onto another page once we're done with all that. Okay. All right, core requirements. Create a sign up page that asks for a username and password and then inserts this into the database. Okay. It shouldn't be too bad. It'll be really similar to our previous forms as long as this is created correctly. Make sure that you do not insert the password directly into the database. Use the password hash function to generate a hash of it and insert that into the database. After inserting the user, redirect to the sign-in page. Okay, and then from the sign-in page, they'll just be able to sign in with the newly inserted data that they just put in from the login page. Sign-in page is a prompts for username and password. Okay, make sure to use a password HTML element rather than a text box. Okay, so they should show up as the little bullets instead of characters in plain text. Okay, then a couple requirements for that. If correct username and password is entered, they're redirected to the welcome page. If not, they stay on the page, and then use password verify function to compare it against the hash in your database. Okay, and then create a welcome page that will greet that currently logged in user. All right, a couple of stretches that you can think about. Add 2 password boxes to the sign up page to ensure they match before inserting. Okay, that'd be nice. It's always the worst when you don't have a website like that and you type in a password and you had a typo in there and you never realize what your typo was. It's always a bummer. Add to the previous stretch challenge the requirement that a password must be at least 7 characters. Okay, and then add a client-side check for the stretch challenges 1 and 2 to detect these conditions. Again, client-side. All right. So as you prepare for this, I would recommend that you read these guys. Okay, it'll have pretty much, well, just about everything that you'll need to help you get started with this. So I hope that this video was helpful in kind of getting you started. If you have any questions that can't be resolved in your groups, just let me know and I'll be happy to help you out.